What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of The Stable. I've been trying to post every week. This week just works out because the past few weeks has been pretty busy and there's been a lot going on. But so we got my cousin TJ's motor on the engine stand right here. We got all the supercharger parts, the Cobra intake up there, the flex plate for the transmission. We got the transmission out, and this looks like it is a McLeod, like a hydraulic clutch conversion on there. However, from what I've seen online, there's a lot more pieces that go with that. So we'll probably just convert it back to a cable, and because that's the only part I have to the hydraulic clutch is that part right there. So the reservoir and all that stuff is missing, so we'll probably just go ahead and convert it. And while we were pulling this out, it got caught in the transmission tunnel. So this Pro 5.0 shifter actually broke. So I'll have to order a new one of those. It looks like we got a stock flywheel right here that needs to be resurfaced, and looks like it had a little bit of wear going on. Got the clutch right here. Looks pretty worn too. And then the actual clutch itself, so pressure plate right here. But yeah, what brand it is right there, if y'all can see that. I'm not too familiar with this brand. I don't know if it's a big like Foxbody brand or what, but my plan with this thing is to just go ahead and put the same clutch that I have in the 96, and the same clutch I have in the 96, go ahead and throw it in the Foxbody as well. So today we're gonna break down this engine a little bit, see what we got going on with it. Over here we have the Torque Storm supercharger, and we have my dad's Paxton Nova 1000. The black on the Torque Storm compared to the satin on the Paxton there. And then the black would also tie in with the rest of the black we got going on with this. And then the valve covers would get changed to these ones that I got from Sean that he's not running. I think they were too short for the height, and they were hitting on his roller rocker. So we'll run those ones as well because they look better. These headers have to come off, and we'll be getting the headers off my dad's Foxbody. And I pulled the injectors out, and they're back there, but I have 42-pound injectors for this already from my dad's car. So the big debate going on right now is which supercharger do we run? Do we run the Torque Storm or do we run the Paxton? The Torque Storm, I like it because it's complete, it's black. I have everything I need except for a fuel pump to run that one. And then the Paxton, I need to buy, all I have is pretty much a head unit, because with the 1000 and the 2000 for the Foxbodies, you can use the same brackets. So my dad has the brackets on his car still, so I had to find my own brackets. Some Foxbody guys have gone like low 11s with the Paxton. The Torque Storm, I'm not too sure. I think there's only a handful of Foxbodies even on YouTube with the Torque Storm. So I kind of like that for that aspect of it because it's different. But I'm really not too sure. Since all I'm allowed to say is the same thing we said about Sean's car and his engine. Since my dad's engine is a 302 based engine, he had this on there. And believe it or not, with the little entry-level Paxton 1000, my dad put down 630 at the rear wheels when his car was running. So he's upgraded the supercharger now, but a lot of people didn't believe that he made that kind of power with that car, but I mean, he has the dyno numbers and everything to prove it. So I know the Paxton is proven, but the Torque Storm's complete. So that's where I'm at. We're kind of going back and forth trying to figure out which one to run, because whichever one we pick to run, the other one is getting sold to fund the build. Because with this engine, I already have a parts list of about $2,200 to $2,300 of things we need to buy, and that doesn't include the $800 for the brackets for the supercharger. So got a little bit of money to spend, but first we need to tear this apart, take these valve covers off. I'll probably just throw my dad's 42-pound injectors on it already, just so nothing gets down in there. We got Edelbrock Performer heads on here. So I don't know how great those heads are. I know, you know, they're aluminum head and they're obviously gonna be better than the GT40 ones we had and we're planning to run in the first place. But we also have to pull this cam out of here to figure out what cam it is, because I have the Crowler, I believe it's 111/15/5 cam that we're gonna be running with this setup. We're gonna pull it all apart, replace all the gaskets, change the cam out. We're gonna get the heads looked at and probably upgrade the springs on here. And we definitely have to put rockers on here because I popped this valve cover the other day just to see if there's rockers, and it's stock rockers on here. So we're gonna pull that stuff out and get the cam out of this thing. All right, there's that valve cover. You see we got little stuff right there, but so it looks like I got ARP bolts in there already. Definitely stock roller rockers. So my dad said he's kind of leaning towards that. The cam is probably stock since we have stock roller rockers. I'm not 100% sure. However, the cam that I got, the Crowler, these springs should be plenty strong for that cam. However, it'll just be as long as these springs aren't worn out. But yeah, you can see we gotta need to go in here and clean it up a little bit just as it's dusty from sitting. But the guy who he had putting this thing back together, you see put ARP bolts all in this thing. So this thing's gonna be solid once it's cleaned up and we got new gaskets in there, and then we go ahead and drop it in. All right, so we got the push rods and the rockers out the way. Probably could have researched this a little bit more before I just started diving in and pulling stuff apart, but oh well. Like I said, we're getting the heads checked out anyways, and gonna get the springs checked. So I feel like I'm not gonna really do any harm pulling anything apart right now. But main goal is just to have to take this stuff apart to try to get the cam out. Then we gotta remove the water pump after we do the same thing to the other side. But I think the only thing we're keeping with this would be the push rods, because definitely not running those roller rockers. Probably gonna step up to like a 1.7 roller rocker, especially with the cam and everything I got. So not too worried, but this side is done for now. I believe it's just gotta do the same thing to the other side, remove the water pump, and then the cam should slide out. I might have to hop on YouTube and research a little bit. All right, got the water pump pulled out here. You can tell all these gaskets and everything were new. Just when he had the guy put the motor back together after he checked it out, it just never ran. So got that off. It's right here. Got lucky. It looked like it was missing a couple bolts on this side, so made it go a little bit faster. But that's part of the reason why we're pulling this thing apart, is to figure out what we need and what I need to order. So we're missing some bolts. I'm just being careful to make sure these stay in the same spot they were, or at least those ones. That one. Let's see here. We had these two little ones up top. Put those back in there. All right, there's that. So next, this timing assembly has to come off, and then the cam should slide out. Yeah, not too bad, guys. Like I said, I was super little when my dad was working on his Foxbody doing all these things, and him and my brother didn't go as far on my brother's old motor as I'm going on this one. So the most they did to the motor that was in Sean's 89 before was just GT40 heads, roller rockers. I think that was about it. So this is all new, but I'm extremely excited to learn and to see what this thing does. Move it? Mm-hmm. Keep going.
It's so hard to hold.
The Allen key straight, I'll just pass straight up.
Go ahead.
you want me to stop it? Just...
Until it starts pushing out of here, you got where to go. Yeah. Go again. I heard it.
Yeah, I did too. More.
All right. Again.
Is it all the way around again, dude?
You good?
Heard it push.
Again. Again. Can't tell if it's sucking in or pushing out.
Ready?
Mm-hmm. Easy to do it with that?
Yeah.
Oh, fair, that's pushing out. Go again. Right. Come on. Go again. In any event, at the top dead center, this right here should be straight back.
So what's this all off then?
It's off. So you have to take, pretty much have to pull this up, rotate it back, and then it's straight back.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But you can go around again, we'll make sure that's where it's at. So later what happened is if you're at top dead center, this right here will start to push out.
From the air? Or
The piston coming up, and the valve, it'll take and physically push this out. So I have you go around again when you get close.
ready?
So y'all, you can hear it. So watch this. Put it right there, watch. Put your hand on that alternate.
My hand on what? This?
On the screwdriver, watch. Grab it like you're holding it. Feel it right there?
Yeah, I feel it moving it.
Is it pushing it?
I can't tell if it's pushing it or
I don't want to get stuck in there.
feels like it's rotating in my hands.
Is it? So it's trying to push
It's
it out.
stuck in there right there.
So only way to get it out now, hopefully I can get back out, is,
Yeah, it just came out.
see, that's when you know that the piston's coming up. The deck is flat, so the piston's coming all the way up, and then the valve's coming out and it starts to push that back out.
Gotcha.
So we have to be pretty close to where it's at. So
It's in there?
top dead center, so what you want to take this is lift up and you'll rotate it back. So you'll lift the whole thing up and you'll take the inside and just turn it back that way.
Wait, so you said
Lift the whole thing up. It's going to rotate on you. All right, that's good. Now take this and turn it. Keep going, keep going. All right. You want to go past it so it comes back to it. All right. You'll feel a T on it when you go to push down. Push down there. See how far you are? Now keep going. Keep moving that where you need it at. Other way. All right, set it down. It's got to sit all the way flush in the base. Are you all the way down?
no, I'm not really-
Feel the teeth move. Feel this, and you can feel the teeth where it's lining up at. See, too far off.
That means this needs to go forward.
Yeah, keep going more. Okay. And you'll feel the teeth move. Move that. There you go. Feel the teeth down on the cam. That's the cam you feel it. That's the teeth on the cam.
Okay.
Too far.
That's back to where it was.
So you probably won't get it much better than that.
Okay.
It's supposed to be sort of straight back, but it depends. That's close you can get to the top of that center there.
So So that's what we're talking about.
So the only thing different is, see the housing right here? There's a slit in the housing. I can't see it. Where's the light at?
I don't have my phone light over here.
You try to get the slit of the housing on this, line up with the cut there. There should be a cut in here. See that?
Yeah, I see the cut on the.
So what you really want
is a. Okay.
Yeah, so if you lift it up, see, there's a cut.
There's a cut right here.
Where's it at?
Up top,
Is it back
in
here?
front of my fingernail.
That's too far back because it'll take it. Maybe not. See where's the cut at? There's
Like
a cut
straight
out.
down right here.
That may, that was back more. Yeah, we'll just go all the way out. No, it's just too far back. Too far back. Too far back. You know if I can go off the cut, because the problem is if I go off the cut there, where's cut at? Let's see. Where's the slit at? Right there?
Right here. Straight
All right.
down.
See when you go to advanced timing, look how far you can go before you hit the housing. See it? So you really can't advance it that much before it hits the housing. So probably, unless it's not the original one, which it could be, or not be. But right there, because you're gonna have to be at advanced timing that way. And if you don't get it right, you'll bottom out. So if I use the slit, which is where?
Slits right there.
Slit right
That's
there?
even right there.
If I go there, then look at when I go to advance it.
Yeah.
That's all I got. So I'll probably take it back, about right in there, and then just move this to where I need it at.
Gotcha. One hand here, one hand here.
You gotta hold that firm and keep it straight, come straight out. See how it's hidden? That's what you don't want. Now you know why they had a long rod. Yeah.
All right, guys. So there you have it. I didn't know it. We had to pull the lifters out to be able to get the cam out, and as you can see here, hopefully, if I rotate it that way, that is a E303 cam in there. So looks like the whole entire engine was stock, except for the guy had the Edelbrock heads and the E303 cam in there. All right, everyone, so the GoPro died, so I had to go get a battery, and I needed some masking tape and some Ziploc bags. But we got the heads off. I believe they were the 190. So we'll take them, we'll get them cleaned up. I don't think there should be any problems with these. We'll know when we take them to the shop and get some machine work done, but pretty straightforward. Now these, the cylinders are pretty nasty in here. I'll have to rotate the crank to get each piston up to the top and then try to clean the piston, but outside, like the little rust you can see right there, which all should clean up. You can still see the cross hatching in the cylinder wall, so this one had a lot of stuff down in there, and that could have just been stuff that was stuck but fell in there when me and my dad started rotating it over. So, but I don't think this is going to be a problem either. Like I said, I'll rotate the engine and keep getting each one to top dead center and clean it all up and then cover it up, and then we'll take the rest of the stuff to the shop, the machine shop, and then we'll go from there. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I'm super excited. You can see we got all the parts laid out still, so I'm going to clean it all up and label everything, keep what I need to keep, toss what I don't. But yeah, I'm super excited. You know, this is all new to me. I'm getting a chance to learn it all. It's bringing back some memories from my dad when he started out with his 302. So that's going to be about it. I think that's going to do it for this video. I don't really have a timeline of when this engine will get back into this car or be placed into this car, just because like I said, you know, do I keep the Cobra intake? Do I port it? Do I keep the port the lower intake? Got to figure out which blower to go with. If we go with the Paxton, we got to get the brackets. So things like that. And I want to put this motor and get it squared away and make sure it's right when we put it in. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys are excited. And with that being said, please be sure to like, subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.